Today I'm going to show you how to set up this Wagner 170 Pro. Super easy to get set up. You've got your Wagner set up correctly. It's going to make spraying so much easier. And all you have to worry about then is your technique on how you're spraying. I recommend you get 3 buckets. I recommend you get 2 5-gallon buckets and then one of these, I think it's a 2-gallon bucket. So to start with, we've got this big bucket filled with water. This smaller bucket is empty. And you'll see that we have a return line, which is the thinner one, into the empty bucket, and we have our thicker line with the pickup filter into the large bucket with the water. So the first thing we need to do is prime this, and we're going to use water so that we don't waste any paint. The first time you do this, I really recommend you use the water, and every time that I use my Wagner sprayer, I do prime it with water first before I prime the paint. I just like to make sure that I know what I'm doing and everything's set. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to turn this up to 2. And we're going to make sure that it's on the prime setting. Now the prime setting is pointing down, and then the spray setting is when this valve is pointing this way. So make sure this is in the downward setting. Now we're going to turn this to the number 2 setting, and we're going to see water start to flow through the pickup pipe. And then when we get a consistent stream coming out of the return pipe, we're going to shut this down. So we're going to turn this to 2. I'd call that consistent flow. Now we're going to take our gun. Next step is important. You're going to hold the trigger down before you turn anything over on the Wagner 170 Pro. So we're going to turn this up to 2 while we're still holding the trigger down, and then we're going to turn the valve on the side here to the spray setting, which if you remember from before is going to be pointing forward, and that follows the same route as the line, so spraying this way. So we're going to hold this trigger into the bucket. Now if you turn this on and turn this to the spray, do not pull the trigger. You will surprise yourself. Water will come out at high pressure, so you don't want to do that. If you forget to hold the trigger, turn everything off, turn it back to the prime setting down below, and then start again with holding the trigger. So we're going to hold the trigger, turn this on. And turn this off. And then to release the pressure in the system, just turn this valve to the prime setting and you'll see it discharge. We had a little bit of soap left in the lines there, but that's not a problem. We're going to put this in here. We're going to get rid of this bucket for now and bring in our paint. So now we're going to put our pickup line into the paint can and put our return into this bucket over here. So we'll go like this, and then take this pickup line and submerge it into the can. Now we're going to go through the same priming procedure again. This time we're going to get the blue paint coming through here, a consistent flow. So we're going to make sure we're in the prime setting by making sure the valve's turned down, turn this to 2. And we've primed the return line so we can put this into the paint. And then we need to prime the hose line or the spray line. So we're going to do the same thing, hold the trigger down, turn this to 2, and then turn to the spray setting. Turn the pressure off and then turn that valve down. Now time to put the spray nozzle on. Make sure that this bit is facing forward and this is facing the back of the spray gun. I'm going to slot it in here. Like that. So you can see here, spray tip's facing forward. Attach this to the spray gun. And now we're ready to get the spray gun dialed in. When you're spraying with this Wagner Pro, when you've got the head pointing this way, that's when you're spraying left to right. And if you want to spray up and down, turn spray nozzle this way. That means you can go up and down like this. Now we have everything primed, we're going to start spraying. And to start spraying, it's really easy to get this set up. To start spraying, you want to start off on a lower setting to make sure you're not putting too much paint down, because you put too much paint down, you're going to get a lot of runs, you're going to get a lot of overspray, and it's going to be a really inconsistent finish. So it's better to start at a lower setting and work your way up. So we're going to turn this to 1, we're going to turn the spray nozzle down here to spray, and we're going to go over to a piece of cardboard and check out and see what our spray pattern looks like. Now that looks quite good at number 1, but I'm going to try number 2 just to see if I get a better coverage. And I'm gonna try a little bit higher. Yeah, I like that one. Just over 2. So that's our spray setting. So that's how you set up the Wagner 170 Pro series. If you want to see more videos around the home, make sure you check out this video here.